All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS we well. Peace, salutations to like Akim in the four corners, position of truth and sincerity. Peace be unto you, Shalom. I have some ideas about preachers I want to bring out. I'm not sure quite exactly how I want to present it. Uh, Never really seen a video like on this matter to really kind of like give me a little idea where I want to go with it. But I'm gonna just try to follow the spirit best as I can. Not even sure what I want to even title it yet, but it's dealing with the matter of shall I say carnal speculations. And in this truth, you'll have even your own fellow brothers who will carnally speculate about why you are getting judgment, why you are falling in misfortune. And it sucks. It sucks. Sometimes brothers can be right, but a lot of times brothers are completely wrong. Um, it happens a lot. Uh, for instance, let's say you did something that was perceived to be wrong, and that's another thing too. Sometimes I somewhat did a video about this. Is sometimes you'll be perceived as being wrong. You just got to take it on the chin. But you could have did something that could have been perceived as being wrong, or maybe you didn't do something and you were perceived as being wrong, and you're getting rebuked about it. And let's say you take the low, and all of a sudden you start catching hell left and right. And brothers equate that, see, that's because XYZ when you did such and such. And truth be told, you actually really didn't do it. But what isn't in denial is the hell that you're catching all of a sudden. Or let's say you did do something wrong and you were rebuked for it. And let's say months later or weeks later, you already got your chastisement. You already felt, damn, Most High got me because of that. And then let's say a few weeks or months later, something happens. You get a flat tire. Coming off a freeway and you get into a little car accident. Brother saying, "Oh, that's because of what he did, such and such." And truth be told, sometimes it could be that. It could be that. Most times it works in mysterious ways. But the thing is, nobody knows a person's personal life that much to where they can attribute every single misfortune only to the things that they visually see. Meaning, let's say, I'll use myself for example. Let's say one day I didn't attend the council or I didn't make it to uh, our Friday classes. Uh, Now let's say it's a day actually I can. Maybe I'm off that day and I can attend the Friday class. All right. And let's say I can attend and I don't attend. And let's say I get into a car accident later. I could be like, damn, Most High fucked me up because of that. Sometimes you can like, damn, Most High, because I've had that. I've one day, this was years ago, I was late to camp. Uh, I was on my way to camp. I think I was a little bit later than I had to be, and I got into a little MB ran into my car and just drove the hell off. And I was pissed as hell. I had a Pontiac back then. But I remember being chastised like, man, that's the Most High that did that because I took longer than I needed to, to come to camp. think I had to do. I think I ran another additional errand or something. But you have situations like that, and I can contribute that to the Most High's punish me for X, Y, Z. But then another person could take that same accident that I reported. They contribute that to oh, that was because a few months back, you know, you rebuked this brother about such and such, or you did such and such, and it's like, bro, like it don't always work like that. As simple as cut and dry as you think. Uh, to give you a better idea, I need to hurry up getting the scriptures because I think I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. But David was being rebuked by Shimei. This is 2 Samuel chapter 16, and I'll find it as soon as I get there. I know it ain't too. I know it's between a few verses. 2 Samuel 16 and verse 6. Wait, I'll start with verse 5. 2 Samuel 16 and 5. And when King David came to Baharium, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he cast stones at David and at all the servants of David, and all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. So this is Shimei throwing stones. Man, this is very insulting. You throwing that to a king. He throwing rocks at David and his servants. Verse 7. And thus Shimei said, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, thou man of Belial. Yahweh hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned. And Yahweh hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. So here's what's going on. Shimei is cursing David, throwing rocks at him and his servants. He knows David is being punished by God. But what he doesn't know is why he's being punished by God. He's speculating, and as far as him, it's really not speculation, but he's right. He's being punished by God because of how he dealt with Saul. Bro, if you don't sit down, bro, it's like I am being chastised. 1 second. Yeah, Salaki. But yeah, the things he's saying, basically it's like, yeah, I am being punished by God. But your perception is all the way off. The kingdom is not given to Absalom. No. You wrong about that. I am being punished. It's clear as day that I'm catching hell. You know, Absalom ended up sleeping with David's concubines in front of all of Israel. You know, Shimei is like, see. That's because what you did to the house of Saul, and he's part of the house of Saul. You know, but the thing is, bro, this ain't. I am catching hell, but this ain't got nothing to do with Saul. Nothing. Nothing at all to do with Saul. So sometimes you could be catching hell and you did something to catch that hell. And brothers could be speculating about why you are catching that hell. Oh, brother, that's because you did such and such. Now, David didn't do anything against the house of Saul. He like his hand, he's innocent. But the perception was like you could be in a situation where a brother accused you of eating pork. Let's say you ate it was a beef dog and he ain't know the difference, or it was a turkey the turkey pepperoni slices and he thought it was pork, and he's rebuking you like, no, brother, such and such, da 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 da. And then something happens. See, that's why, because you ate them turkey or those pork sausages, and the brother's gonna be way the hell off, and he's speculating. But you could be actually catching hell for a real reason, but it's a different reason. Take it back to Job. Job's was catching hell. And what was his friends doing? They were all trying to speculate about why he was catching hell. They're like, "Oh, you did something. You was wicked." I don't know, man. Bad thing only happens to the wicked. So when something bad happened to you, that means you had to be wicked. So, hey, Job, you got to figure something out. Going over here in Job chapter 20 real quick. Job chapter 20. At verse, I'll start with verse 1. Then answered Job 20 and 1. Job then answered Zophar the Naamathite and said, therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. The heart of, man is desperately wicked. I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer. Hey, brother, the spirit told me, brother. And the spirit told me, look, listen to what he's saying to Job. Thou knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed on earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite for a moment. Now, don't we use this verse to talk about the downfall of E? And yes, that verse is talking about the downfall of E. And as you can read, he said, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed on this earth. So that was basically a saying that everybody knew that the triumphant of the wicked is but a moment. It's actually talking about E. But he took that quote and he applied that to Job. He's actually talking about Job when he's saying this. So he's using that out of season. From the top, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. They're actually talking about Job in this. They're quoting it out of season. Job was being rebuked by his shall I say friends, and they were doing a terrible job of, like, they were trying to comfort him. That's the thing. They were trying to comfort him, but they couldn't. And how do I want to say this? They were trying to comfort him because they're his friends, but they're trying to not compartmentalize, rationalize what's happening to him and why it's happening to him, and they're speculating. So they're 100% wrong. And as you read later, Job had there was rebuked at the end of the Job. When Job had to offer up sacrifices for them for what he said, because they said that which was not good. They didn't have evil intentions though. But they were just telling them, hey, Job, you wicked because of this, and that's why. Man, imagine you are going through some type of hell. Let's say your woman's cheating on you. You lost your house because this is a possibility that this can happen. Your house burned up, and then brothers are speculating that, hey, that's because last week you missed camp. Imagine that. Meanwhile, you catching this hell for something completely different, or it could also simply just be that you catch a hell for some stuff that you did in the world that the Most High still haven't visited you about. Maybe you was selling drugs when you was in the world 10, 12 years ago, and nothing really happened. But the Most High been long suffering. It might have decided, okay, I'm a tap spank that ass now. So we never really truly, well, I ain't gonna say never truly know, but a lot of times we are very wrong about speculating about why somebody is catching hell. Because nobody ever speculates that they are receiving uh, all of this hell because of something they did in their personal life that the brothers don't know about. That's very rare. They always most people speculate about things that they know that you did or went through. This is Matthew 3 and 11. I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire. What is that fire? Fire is the trials that you go through. You catching all that heat. Sometimes the Most High, you will go through some hell just to refine you. You think Esau is your friend? Yeah, Esau is my friend. Yeah, I love Esau. Nothing wrong with Esau. All right, you gonna go through some hell, and I'm gonna show you that E is not your friend. So you start going through hell, such as all these Edomites around you conspiring against you to lose your job. You to see racist emails saying that N word. Them spray painting stuff on your cars and stuff like that. And all that hell you catching is to refine you and to correct you so you can realize, damn, he really is the devil. Or you think that the woman is good. Most High give you, all right, when he think the woman's good, brothers are trying to tell him, he could give you the most evilest, wickedest woman, and you catch all hell and then be like, okay, I get it now. Woman isn't good. You could be hard-headed and stubborn. The brother's trying to tell you something. Hey, brother, you shouldn't get that job. Hey, man, this ain't against the law of Moses for me to get this job. Man, what you talking about, man? I'm gonna get this job. And brothers might actually gave you real good counsel. And then the Most High chastises you or puts you through that fire because it's showing you that that job ain't for you. Maybe your brother's trying to pursue an NBA career. Man, what's wrong with being in the NBA? And then the Most High sprains your ankle, or you get a torn Achilles, or God forbid a ruptured Achilles to sit your ass down. You only can speculate. But on that note, I hope this lesson has been edifying. I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elders of GMS Ruel. Peace and salutations and shalom.